Hello and welcome to day 80 of 365 Days Facebook Live. Coming to you from my bedroom. This is my bed frame that I had in my condo, and we did not use it when I was up north in Ron's home. Well, our home, but you get what I'm saying. Because it just didn't fit. I think the room, the size of the room would be too clunky or whatever the freaking reason was. It just didn't fit. So we took a chance in bringing it down, and it fits and it looks freaking amazing. It goes beautifully with the aesthetic of the bathroom. Let me show you. The bathroom is like black and white and gray. Let me see. Into the light. By the way, this looks really good. So as you can see, there's the black, and these are my purple towels. This was given to me by a client. This beautiful old, when I was a trainer, this really old woman, so precious. And she's like, here, because you know how old people love to give you things, like they just do. So I graciously accepted because I loved the color, and it's part of like one of my brand colors. So yeah, it goes like perfect with the bathroom. And I was like, yay, we can keep it. I got this long time ago, and I love this bed frame. At least one thing from that time in my life that is coming with me for now until we're ready to upgrade. So drinking some of this, oh my God, this wine that we got from Dry Farm Wines. You order it because they have a very selective process of the wines that they distribute from, and it's so good. So I have been really thinking about, I've been dropping a little bit about this, but I've really been allowing myself to really sink into the process. What I did before, I was dropping it a little bit, but today it really hit me. It's like, Jessica, this is a really special time for you and Ron. Like, you just bought your first home together. This is a crucial step in your life, in your relationship. Why are you rushing to work, to create content, to do all those things, when getting your home beautifully nested, getting everything organized, and really sinking in that you're here is an important part of this process. There's nowhere else that you need to be. Like, it's okay that the things that you wanted to do are gonna take a little time until you actually get there, because Ron and I just bought a house, and rushing myself to work, to create, to push content out takes away from this moment with him, within our relationship. And before you know it, it's going to be 5 years from now, and I want to look back and say, do you remember when we moved in here? Do you remember how much this house took to get it to exactly where we want? Like, do you remember? And really allow to sink that in. Versus like 5 years from now, like, where did the time go? I felt like we didn't even allow ourselves to like be here. It's like every single part of your life is important. Every single integration piece is important. Every single process is important to have your undivided attention. Does that mean that you let go of everything else and just focus on one thing? No, I'm here. I'm still committed to the 365. I'm still servicing my clients and showing up for them. But I'm not going to be in a creation mode, like pushing content out or promoting a program where it feels like if I were to do that, I would be split, which means that my focus is meant to be somewhere. And that's just as important as promoting my business. And here's the other thing. How do I want to run my business? Like, how do you want to run your life? How do you want to live your life? Do you want to live your life over functioning and getting to the next thing and getting to the next thing and getting to the next thing? Or are you wanting to run your life and your business from a place of, I want to breathe when I need to breathe. I want to take 2 weeks and say, I enjoyed this time with him. I want to say, I gave myself the time to integrate and then move into my business refreshed versus pushing, forcing, and like I have to get something out. And then, of course, you're not going to feel it. You're going to feel my pushing, right? So think about this as you're in each step of your life. And I was actually talking about this with a client that her mother, for the first few years of her children's lives, she was a stay-at-home wife, stay-at-home mother. And she says, I really wish I would have went back in that time and allowed myself to really just be there with you. But I was always thinking that I have to get back to work. I have to get back to work. I have to get back to work. And now, how 20, 30 years later, this mother is saying, I wish I would have been present with you more. I wish I would have been present with you more. I want to live my life knowing that every single moment I soaked it up and not forced myself. And this was a beautiful reminder of that. And next time I'm doing something like this, I'm going to make sure that I check myself and say, Jessica, enjoy the moment. Enjoy the process. And Ron and I's cheers to that today. I said, cheers to the process. He's like, I was going to say that. So that is my word of wisdom today. There's nowhere else that you need to be but now. Don't force yourself to be somewhere else, because you're going to look back and say, wow, I really wish I would have really just been in the moment and integrated where I was and loved every single moment of that. All right, my loves, that's it for now. How long was my life? I can't tap it. That's all right. Oops. That was interesting. I think if you hold it, it'll like switch. Anyways, hope you have a beautiful rest of your night. I'm gonna go back and help organize. The men are putting the washer and dryer back in because they had to pull it out to do all the drywall and the painting and all of that. So I will be happy to have a washer and dryer. I have some things I need to clean. All right, bye. See you tomorrow.